There is a significant benefit to considering and reviewing previous projects' documents and lesson learned database because that knowledge was created by previous projects based on their learnings. Well, this project will also create knowledge and save it for use by future projects. Manage project knowledge is the process that deals with using knowledge of previous projects and capturing knowledge created in the project. A project creates two types of knowledge, explicit and tacit knowledge. Explicit knowledge is expressed through words, pictures, and numbers, so it is comparatively easy to capture. Tacit knowledge is about feelings, thinking, experiences, and know-how. This knowledge is hard to capture because it is difficult to express those things in words, pictures, or numbers. Lessons learned is the main technique used for collecting knowledge. Lessons learned can be collected through a survey conducted among team members or stakeholders. It can be done through a register created for this purpose, where stakeholders can record the lessons learned. It can be online on a website where the stakeholders can go and submit a lessons learned which goes into a database. For example, at one organization, my project collected lessons learned on SharePoint list through a form created for that purpose. All the team members had access to it and they could record a lesson learned anytime they wanted. There are many tools and techniques that can be used for managing knowledge. Let us see some of these techniques. First, networking. This includes formal meetups with stakeholders and informal social interactions, as well as online interactions. Many other techniques have networking used as an underlying technique. Underlying means it is given that networking is done for the other technique to be successful. Networking can motivate people to share tacit knowledge in informal social settings. The project manager can also encourage stakeholders by asking open-ended questions about their feelings and insights. Second, a community of practice or COP. Other names are SIG, Special Interest Groups, and Community of Interest. A community of practice is where different people with common interest join together in an informal setting to share knowledge. They may meet up once a month to discuss or create and share a newsletter or even do a presentation on a selected topic to the rest of the group. The objective is to learn from each other. One organization had a business analysis community of practice, whose participants were financial analysts, business analysts, systems analysts, HR analysts, quality analysts, and others. Anyone who had an interest in business analysis discipline was attracted to the BACOP. So COP is an excellent way to capture tacit knowledge. Third, work shadows. This technique is to watch how a stakeholder performs the work. It includes reverse shadow, which implies that the worker shared the knowledge with the management. It is easy to observe and also express feelings and insights when going through the experience. Fourth, discussion forums. These can be face-to-face, like a focus group, or these can be online, like a wiki or a forum. Since the contribution to these is open-ended, it is more likely to capture tacit knowledge. Fifth, seminars and conferences. These are knowledge sharing events that are not limited to the project. These are typically external industry level events. However, I have seen such events held within large global organizations. Sixth, storytelling. Sharing the experience in completely informal settings through the use of stories. For example, Stakeholders sharing their horror or awe moments from the project or from the projects they have done in the past. Then other techniques can be training sessions, workshops, and just plain meetings. A project manager needs some strong, well-developed interpersonal and team skills to successfully use these techniques. So here are the key skills. Active listening skills are imperative if the project manager wants to capture knowledge. Facilitation skills are needed to run focus group sessions, community of practice meetups, storytelling events, and others. The project manager needs to keep the group focused on the topic and on the time. Leadership skills. These skills are needed to motivate and encourage stakeholders and team members to share their tacit knowledge. A good leader creates an environment where the stakeholders can express their beliefs openly and, of course, candidly. Networking skills. The ability to connect with others, especially in an informal social environment, is an underlying skill that is at play when using various techniques. Say a project manager has never connected and spoke with a stakeholder previously, and suddenly starts asking questions to get the opinion and feelings of the stakeholder. No, it won't work. Almost no one talks about their feelings to a stranger. Now, the last one, political awareness. It is the ability to get things done. A project manager needs to have a tunnel vision, a vision that is focused on the project objectives. Then communicate in the organizational environment with all the constraints to achieve the objectives. So these skills can be used to collect both explicit and tacit knowledge from the project team and other stakeholders using different techniques.